While the world moves into the second year of the pandemic, there's a new buzzword. The buzzword was immunity for the longest time, and now it's preventive healthcare. Everyone's reaching out to find out how they can prevent the onset of diseases. Yes, it's possible. It's a great wake-up call that all of us have. And preventive healthcare, preventive medicine is nothing, it's not another pill. Preventive healthcare is a series of little lifestyle changes that you and me need to invest in every single day. If I want to keep the next 10 years of my life healthy, if I want to be healthy at 50, at 40, at 60, well, I need to start today. The seeds that I plant today will result in my health and how I'm going to be 5 years down the line and 10 years down the line. I can't wait to reach 40 and decide, oh, let me start being healthy right now. I can't wait till the age of 60. If I want to be healthy at 60, I got to start right now. That's what preventive healthcare is. If I know that part of old age may have osteoporosis, it may have Alzheimer's, it may have dementia, maybe you'll get a cancer. Well, if you want to possibly prevent all of that from happening, it starts today. The little things that you do every single day is preventive healthcare. So there are 5 or 6 mechanisms in preventive healthcare. Number 1, what you are feeding yourself. I'm not going to go into detail and tell you whether you should be vegan or non-vegan or vegetarian or eggetarian or whatever it is. I'm here to tell you to remember one thing. The fundamental law of preventive healthcare and preventive medicine is you are made up of trillions of cells. These cells require nutrition, oxygen from the air that you breathe, nutrients from the food that you eat, and water. This is the raw material that trillions of cells require at a mitochondrial level to make energy to sustain human health. Now you can feed trillions of cells the wrong food and give it the wrong raw material, you're going to have disease and problems. Or you could decide to balance it out and feed trillions of cells what it needs to maintain you, to keep you strong, to help you to recover when the body breaks down and gets sick. That's your decision. So the first part of the paradigm is nutrition, what you feed yourself. Preventive wellness and preventive medicine also consists of your breathing, how you breathe. How powerful is your breathing? Are you breathing the right way? When you inhale, does your belly rise or does your chest rise first? That's the wrong way of breathing. How much of breathing exercises do you do in a day? Today we know 100% that medicine and science shows us that even lung cancer patients, breathing exercises 10 minutes a day can improve the quality of life and the nature of the disease with just simple breathing. So breathing is another medicine that you can use in lifestyle medicine. Your pranayamas, your breathing. Then we have your exercise. Are you sedentary? You can already forecast how your life is going to be in the future. Can you build in small bits of activity as simple as walking, a little bit of yoga, dance, weightlifting, whatever it is that suits you, that is required for you. So we have exercise. Then we have sleep. This is at the top of it. Like sleep controls every function, every hormone in the human body. You can have the best nutrition, you could be working out, but if you're sleep deprived, you still put your body in a very dangerous position. So we work on sleep. If I want to prevent the onset of illness or recover better, I need to improve on my sleep hygiene. So we start a little bit every day building deeper, better, more quality sleep. Then we have our emotional wellness. We wait to get emotionally low before we decide to fix it. But what if we're living in a world today where we have so much of disease, so much of suffering around us, so much of uncertainty? What if we started to invest in our emotional wellness right now, make ourselves stronger, ground ourselves, find our inner connection, so that no matter what storm is going on in your life or around you, you are grounded. You are grounded. In your grounding, in your mindfulness, you're able to see with clarity all the problems that exist. So you don't get sucked into anxiety, you don't get sucked into fear. Of course you experience it, you're human, but you don't get sucked into it, you don't succumb to it, you don't become a victim. You don't become a victim of your own negative emotions or what's happening around you. So yes, we also have to invest in our emotional wellness. That is a huge part of preventive medicine. How I relate to anger, how I relate to stress, how I relate to human suffering, to grief, to death, to negativity. What is the kind of self-work that I invest in myself to look after me. It's called you care. You look after you first, and then you go out there and you look after everyone else that you're supposed to look after. So all of these things together, the kind of food, what time are you eating your meals? What time are you sleeping? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What are the dynamics of your relationship? Are you stuck in a toxic relationship? Is it robbing you of your health? A simple example. I brought in this beautiful plant that a lady in the village gave to me. It was beautiful. She said, just put it in a pot. And she said, you can keep it outside, you can keep it inside. I said, are you sure you can keep it inside? She said, I don't know, but I think you can. Such a beautiful plant. I kept it outside, but I also wanted to keep it inside. So I got a couple of pots, beautiful glass pots, put these plants in, transparent pot because you could see the beautiful roots. And 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, the plants inside my room, inside the hall, they started to yellow. They started to look duller and duller. I walked outside and looked at the plants out, the same plant outside. They were green, beautiful green. I realized the environment inside of the house was not right. We moved these withering plants. They were yellowing in the leaves and we kept them outside. 24 hours later, they're in full bloom again. You see, the environment that you're in can impact your health at every stage. At every stage. If I take a plant that requires sunlight and I put it in darkness, the plant is going to die because the environment has changed. It's a matter of life and death. And if I take that same plant and put it in the right environment that is conducive for the plant's health, it begins to thrive. The same thing with human beings. You can deteriorate. You can bring on the worst cancers and the worst diseases when you're stuck in toxic relationships. Now, let's say you're already on medicine. There's so much more that you can do. Every medicine has a side effect. Am I eating to manage the side effect of my primary pill? Am I changing my lifestyle so I can get better? I can suppress the symptom, I can address the root cause, and then I can work with my doctor to get me off that pill completely. Every medicine has a side effect, which is why you got to eat for that side effect. If I'm taking a particular drug that depletes protein from my body or vitamin A and vitamin B complex from my body, and if I'm not putting it back into my body, guess what? While the first medicine treats my symptom, it's also causing new diseases or ailments caused by the deficiency of B complex, vitamin A, protein. So yes, preventive medicine also includes that if you're on medicine, how are you addressing the root cause, working with your doctors to reduce it, and managing the side effects of the pills that you're on. Because today you're on 2 pills, 3 years later you're on 4 pills. 5 years later, you're on 8 pills. Why? Because now you're on pills to manage the side effects and the damage of what your primary and your secondary pill did to you. So preventive is not that you will never be on medicine. If you are, there's a better way to manage it so it doesn't hurt you anymore. Because every single medicine, from your common and your most simplest Crocin or paracetamol or to Tylenol or to Ambien, whatever it is, has some one or more depletion of minerals, trace minerals, micronutrients, and vitamins from your body. And if you're not putting it back into your system, you are going to fall sick or you're going to have a new condition that develops. So preventive healthcare is actually exciting because it just opens up this whole vast world of different things that you can do. Time to spend in nature. Let me start a walk. Let me start dancing. Let me start creating more healthy meals at home. Let me start cutting out a little bit of sugar and a little bit of junk, going easy on the carbohydrates. Let me start doing exercises that I love. Let me try making a sleep cycle, a beautiful sleep hygiene cycle where I can still enjoy my life and still wake up feeling rested, which is one of the best feelings in the world when you have that deep sleep at night and you wake up feeling so rested and so powerful, ready to take on the day. But you don't become a slave to caffeine after caffeine, stimulant after stimulant, sugar donuts after sugar donuts, just to give you a short temporary spike in energy. It's a beautiful feeling when you are not sleep deprived, when you wake up. And then your emotional wellness, so many things, so much of beautiful self-work to work with yourself, work with your past, work with your forgiveness issues, work with your negativity, your anger, your envy, meditate, silence, whatever it is that works for you. If you can't meditate, learn to reflect. If you can't meditate, learn to sit in silence. Sometimes a 1-hour walk in nature is the most meditative thing that you could ever do, or listening to music, or doing something that really makes you feel good and connected with yourself. All of these things put together along with spirituality. Your spirituality could be, wow, you're in awe of this amazing body that you have, this gift of life, this sacred vehicle called your body. And your spiritual part is to nurture it, look after it, take care of it, so it can keep you going. And with this vehicle of yours, you can help so many other people. That could be your spiritual path, as simple as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's got to be real and meaningful to you. So you put all of these things together, that is preventive healthcare, preventive medicine, preventive wellness. And remember, prevention is better than cure. Even if you fall sick tomorrow, you will be able to come out of it way, way better than someone who has abused their lifestyle over and over. And you may be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It is never too late to start. The human body is intelligent, it's resilient. It is never too late to start doing the right thing, which is first, invest in you. The same passion that you invest in bitcoins and the stock market and that bottle of weekend alcohol and your pack of cigarettes or whatever, put that same passion of investment in your own health. First, nourish you, complete the whole of you, and then go out and nourish the world.